Tonight, let us all join me in horror in what you love. And what is that? Enjoying thyself, thy beating heart with excitement of violence that forces your true self into the light. Thy pleasure has the power. Then the fabrication of emotions, for fame, the justice of self-righteousness, for the play and the show. But do you care? I couldn't stop there. Imagine trying to get God's attention by kidnapping somebody. I look at this victim and I see myself and what I've allowed the world to do to me. Just by being alive, I am captured by this reality, enslaved by it. At least the slaves had a way out, but not me. I'm here to withstand all the pain, because suicide for me is not a promise of peace. Moving through my misery is the only way through. And it doesn't matter how angry I become, or joyful, fearful. I am here, suffocating in all my thoughts. And I must share my desires with anyone who is unwilling. And do we truly believe in God? I must confess no. Not a being here living cares. Everyone loves their state of being, especially in the dark, where devils sing and angels fall. Lust of their mind, screaming. Seventh day, we rest. So for 7 days of watch, just keep praying. Purchase some food. All you have to do is read. Even in your holy book, there's instructions of how to deal with slaves. What do you make of that? Let me know if you are starting to hate your God because this is happening to you. I'm going to take this all off you. You're going to be able to leave. Let us see who's on God's side, and let us see who's on my side, on the side where there is no God, where there is no hope. There, now you can actually get up and leave. You figured out how to escape? Have you, dummy? Trying to escape. Fucking pathetic, see? You can't even get out. Your God is not even here. This is what a victim is. This is the best part about this world. That you cannot escape, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nobody is looking for you. one soul, not even thy family is looking for you. Where are they? Where are they? Anybody who may find this video is about having your own victim. If you are like me, trying to prove God does not exist, I believe the best way is to get your own victim wherever you may find them. You don't have to torture them, or you could torture them. You don't have to make them suffer or make them suffer. The point is to get your own victim, to see if their God is real. If their God is real, that God should come down and take them away out of harm's way. And if not, that God is not real, impotent, useless. For 6 nights I went down there to batter my victim. But what do all these words ultimately mean? Victim, innocent. They are just part of a sentence for evolutionary purposes to either hide or rank up the food chain. A lot of the times I just stared at her. She would look towards me, but at a certain point I felt she was just patient rather than fearful. And what is fear? For survival or an emotion of anxiety, uncertainty, scares, and panic, connected with passion, it seems. I have crossed over to the side of the true crime. I am one with all the murderers, offenders, rapists, child molesters, because we all now have the same potential. I am the cause of all this, or is it just in human nature, as we are only animals, as time goes by and by? Time to get up, victim. All this happened in late February. in total. For the first time, I had a loss of words. I could not pick up. I was hesitant. I don't know if I was afraid, but I did feel like I had a trophy, something to brag to the people. But also I felt that the time was not yet. What if I picked up the phone? If I answer her? Would she hear the void in my voice? The worry that would be absent? What if I have answered the call? Hello?
Where are you? I've been trying to reach you. Your sister is missing.
I have to go. And there it is. It was my blood. It was the darkness. It was me. I remember speaking with her in time, all through religion and the existence of God, all these believers that will die in their faith. I made a thrilling bet with her so-called spirit that if there was a God, God was not with us. If there was anything at all, God will not save her from any tragedy. I remember telling her that if there are any spirits, they are only demons. But that is if. After I killed, I just walked and walked through towns, through cities. I moved by strangers, all with the potential to be lovers and killers. Good and bad, and the lonely in busy streets are mixed with the beautiful and the ugly creatures, non-believers and believers, schools of ages and churches. But I was wondering where she might be, maybe with the ancients. Non-existence was my lonely place where I could only imagine meeting my sister again. I would be speaking to myself. I stopped at a place where most go for their death. And just like that, I went for it. But I could not. I'm such a coward at life and death. I sat at a park to think, where was my sister's spirit? If there was an afterlife, why was she not taking vengeance against me? Then someone approached me, a gal. She was wondering why I was sitting there all alone. So we began to speak about religion, and she shared with me her story. And I could not help that I wanted to strangle her, hang her, stab her, display her in a public setting for all the faithful to see what they could not stop. But I contained myself. The impulses, the nerves that went through my fingers, as if it was my first nature. The animal, the scientific animal person that all these people preach. I thought of this as she spoke to me. I was not blind to her hope about salvation. I am looking for God, aren't I? So I told her I had to go. sister. All that time and no God. Now I lay down on my bed. No, I am not dead yet. I'm just hoping to be. I'm just hoping to close mine eyes. I'm just hoping to dream. I watched myself sleep. Externally, I am clean. In this dreamscape, colors are absent, but the blue that just surrounds us. I walked towards where my sister lay sleeping, dead rather. My emotions I left in reality. I don't want to see her, but I must. I don't want to be awake, but I want to see what happens here. A memory of her always comes to me so joyful, but then the randomness of our human experiences happened to us. The night that gave birth to tragedy and hate. What I could have prevented, what I ever thought possible, became reality.
Wake up, sister. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you kill yourself at the train station? Like how we planned. You forgot the bet.
I couldn't do it. I promised that I went there. I ran for it. I don't know, but I just stopped myself. I remember the bet, but I'm not as brave as you are. Remember that you're the believer, not me. I'm the atheistic coward.
Why did you become an atheist? Was it because your daughter died?
You know, after my daughter died, you know, the little faith that I had, like after the accident, I just, like, why would that happen to my daughter? You know, perhaps, you know, I hid her death from the whole family, from everybody. I buried her in the field of the factory. That's where she lays this time.
Have you seen her in this dream yet?
No, I have not. I haven't explored the whole intensity of this dream yet. You know that after she died, you know, I tried to kill my girlfriend because, like, every night she would cry. And I wanted to end her pain, and I wanted to, but then again, I don't really want to.
You know that this is not just a dream.
Tell me how.
You know the demon is here. He's right behind you.
I just realized I'm not dreaming. This is my dream, where death awaits me through a door of graves. God, angels, and I am in the dirt, covered by something searching, looking, darkness, crosses, loneliness, vast, sunlight, the dead, eyes closed. Dead babies of heaven, and I am waiting for me to awake, and I'm looking at me as I travel. An escape of the souls, beauty, ugliness. Wake up. For a few months, I began to learn theology. I studied religions, which were of lustful gods to serve their own wicked desires. When I looked towards the Bible, I began to notice its mystery. Yahweh was not like the other gods. I realized that this God guided history. Elohim judged people fairly according to their generations of sin. Sin became an entity, and I no longer blame God for what happens in the world. This is the reality we ultimately choose. We love cruelty, we love hate, and we reject kindness. We let the devil influence us, and it's a mockery because we are in the image of God, and we love it. My girl wants to leave me because of the mystery surrounding my sister's disappearance. And then it happened. my sister, my gal. Now I sit here thinking psychotically of what I've done. Even now that I see God, I still can't take away the sin. And before there was no sin, but now I am the entity of it. What shall I do? I think about all the things, all my friends, and now I am nothing. I am good night. Goodbye to the dead. I have exposed myself to the watchers, and rightfully so, as the dead lay there with one story to share, with the viewers who, like me, enjoy death with some solution to the living, staring at images misunderstood beneath their pathetic thirst for ego. Something to laugh at, searching the minds of what they enjoy as well in their midnight of strange, psychotic fantasies of murder. Jealous they did not author it, but take part just for the show, finding anything without a care of the trauma. They just want their slave to display their relentless acting in the heat of the passion, traveling through time, in deep thought, darkness, in suspense. For the gone are there waiting to be discovered. Quickly I will appear as the light blinds you. I will take what you have found against me. I will be under the stars in that place. And now there is nothing. Just I remembered my possession in an instant. I saw my daughter just before I...
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.